Episode of the Tuesday Showdown. Again, we're doing the Yankees and the Rangers this time from Globe Life Park in Arlington, and both teams sitting pretty good in their respective divisions. The Rangers leading the AL West, and the Yankees leading the AL East. I believe with the best record in the American League, and possibly the best record in the league at this point. They are going to have Nathan Eovaldi going for them today, who's 9-3 with a 2.79 ERA. He'll be squaring off against Matt Harrison, who's 1-0 with a 1.35 ERA. Must have been, I believe he came in to replace Ross Detweiler after he was released by the team. I think he was released for actions detrimental to the team. So yeah, that's kind of where the Rangers are sitting there, but still sitting in a pretty good position in the AL West, leading it by 4.5 games. But let's go ahead and jump into this ball game here. I'm not going to be the Yankees, like I always say. I hate being the Yankees. I hate the Yankees ever since the Steinbrenner years. So I'm going to keep that rolling. The only player on that team that I really ever cared for was Derek Jeter, and obviously he has since departed on the team, retiring. But let's go ahead and leave their lineup the way they got it here, because I don't like messing stuff up, especially for the teams that I don't really control. So we'll just let it be. And that's going to go ahead and do it for me, though. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Globe Life Park in Arlington. And I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
2-2. Popped up. Sandoval. In foul territory. Giants win.
Nighttime skies will be clear in Arlington tonight. It's the Yankees and the Rangers. Next. MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the New York Yankees and the Rangers. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a moment to look at our two starters here tonight.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
The guys will have much more to talk about as the night progresses, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees, as Joe Girardi's starting 9 assembles this way. They'll go to work against the man you see right there as you check the numbers for the veteran left-hander Matt Harrison. The field behind him, the Rangers, will look like this. Brett Gardner. We'll move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight.
For the Yankees, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
Here's a pitch taken for ball one as we get underway here at 7:06.
Oh, first pitch of the night. That home plate umpire's already letting you know what kind of game it's going to be.
The next pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. And he'll get there as he kicks off the ball game with a triple. So he's in at third to kick off the inning as you take a look at the league leaders in triples. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Didi Gregorius will get first crack at an RBI here tonight with the leadoff man stationed at third following the leadoff triple. Now the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. A runner in scoring position with none out. The 1-0. This is hit sharply to the left side. And a base hit as the run will score from third in the
I'm trying maybe to carry a little of that momentum over from last night. He gets a pitch he can handle right here, and he's going to give his guys an early lead here as that makes the score 1-0 here in the first.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch coming, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky, I think you let him throw you one here. He hasn't proven to me that he can find the strike zone yet.
Here's a 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
The 2-0. 3-0 now.
He's in danger now of putting 2 men on to start the ball game. Not what you want to do with the heart of the order to follow.
3-0 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
And with that, we'll take a look at a guy who was a former All-Star while playing here at Arlington, Mark Teixeira. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First offering on the way. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
The 3-0 pitch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ballgame. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Now a ball lined toward right center. And that's a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
I think he was looking for a fastball there. I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Carlos Beltran as he'll swing at the first pitch and grounded foul off to the right. It's strike one. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. In the air, down the left field line and deep. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score as well. They've doubled their lead now to 4-0. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Number 7 is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Now playing left field, number 7.
Chase Headley will stand in with 4 runs home in the inning already and still nothing in the out column.
Yeah, I don't know quite where you go from here. You need something to break your way or else this is going to be over early.
First pitch to him. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 17 two-base hits for the year. Boy, and a sign that things are not going smoothly. There's action in the bullpen here in the very first inning. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. As a look, now the pitch. Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. The throw pulls him off the bag.
This is rapidly becoming no contest here in the very first inning. I mean, when you're at 5-0, you're right on the edge of this game getting away from you basically before it even starts. They've got to stop the bleeding here and not let any more runs across.
Brian McCann will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I'm pretty sure this is not what that man right there had in mind. He's watched this guy really struggle here in the first inning.
Now a ground ball left side and through into left, a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
Chris Young will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Here's the first offering. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. And it is a run.
Already, things are not really going to form here in this first inning. Where is this pitch? It's nowhere close. You don't want to spot your opponents too many easy runs, especially early in the ballgame.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Hard hit down the line. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Even with the big lead, it still doesn't hurt to play good fundamental baseball. So he's able to get his man up to third here with one out with that grounder to the right side.
Gregorio Petit will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all.
Come on, hold him down.
Now the first pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Here comes the 1-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 1 out and a runner on third. 1-1 pitch on the way. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. A play at the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
That's just a gutsy decision to break for home on that play. He's going on contact, so you'd think a corner infielder would be able to throw him out. But it doesn't work out that way, and he somehow makes it in to score.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Lays off 1-0. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
The 1-0 home. This is hit to the right side and into right field. It's a 2-for-2 start for him tonight, a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop.
Well, I hope this guy's not on your fantasy team because look at those numbers. He's been dreadful.
Didi Gregorius will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. First pitch on the way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
Comes set, now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the runner is in from second.
Now batting, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in looking to keep this first inning rally hot. Alex Gonzalez will go to work much earlier than anticipated here as he'll try and sort this mess out in the very first inning. Jacoby Ellsbury will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone.
Well, it's been a big inning already, and they tack on another run here on the sacrifice fly. But at this point, I think defensively, you're just happy to take an out.
Mark Teixeira will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. First pitch on its way to Teixeira. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Fielder is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. Starting lineup for the Rangers on your screen now. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And a look now at the defensive alignment for the Yankees behind him. Leonis Martin stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or two on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he's going to try and answer right back. Extra bases to start the home first. Around second, he'll try for third, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Both outfielders with a long run to try and get to this thing, but neither of them can get there as it's going to wind up one hopping the wall. That man decides he's going to turn it on and try and get to third. He'll do it easy.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. And now the bat explodes as this has popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set, now the pitch. And this is fouled straight back. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, a nice job right here to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so he just makes sure to get one on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Adrian Beltre will dig in with one in and one away. Now here's the first pitch. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And that gets down out there for Beltre. Could be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, already a triple and a double against him here in the first inning. And he has not looked all too sharp, at least early on.
Here's Prince Fielder. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. The throw home. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a strong throw by Gardner.
fast arm out there in left field, but he says, "What? You gonna run on me? Ah, no, I don't think so." He comes up throwing here and nails his man at home.
In now, number 7. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 2nd inning now from Arlington. It's the Yankees 9 and the Rangers 1. Carlos Beltran will stand in to lead off the 2nd, and what will they do for an encore after the 1st inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the 1st inning was.
Now here's the first pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. And now a pitch on the way. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And it's a fly out to start the 2nd, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman,
Chase Headley will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. And here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Brian McCann will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 now to McCann. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a shot toward right center. Martin under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Mitch Moreland will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch coming. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip, so lately they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
Fastball, whoa, look out, that just about got him in the coconut. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Here comes a 1-2. Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward Gardner in left field. And he's got it for out number 1.
Batting 7th, second baseman,
Jurickson Profar will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now the first pitch. Swing, and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. There to take it is Headley. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Oh boy, that is a very tough, very dangerous play down there at third. He's got to keep focused on the baseball somehow, but he's also got the business end of that broken bat headed right at him. So that's a nice job to sidestep the danger and then get the out at first.
Into the box, Carlos Corporan. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the pitch. Fouled back. Now here's the pitch. And he's right on the fastball there, hit pretty well out towards deep left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rangers set down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Chris Young is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Right fielder, Chris Young.
First pitch coming. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And the pitch. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Chris Young. Number 13 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Gregorio Petit. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
Oh man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Here's the 1-0. Sliced down the line at first. And the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking 2 right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he'll take a look at ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's able to increase his doubles total up to 26 now.
Keep that runner close.
1-0 on the way. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Ready on 2-1. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Here's the 2-2 home. Doesn't offer it the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. Waiting next, Jacoby Ellsbury. 3-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. And there's something he just may well remember for quite a while. His first big league punch-out. I'm sure he's hoping it'll be the first of many, many more.
And you hear a lot of pitching coaches talking about pitchers letting their defense do the work. But the truth is, if you want to stick around in the big leagues, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands every once in a while, too. In this day and age, you have to be able to strike guys out if you want to be successful.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time.
Get out of here, Yankees.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
2 out here and a runner at second. Ellsbury waiting on the 1-0. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Now the 2-0. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that third base line. But this will get foul. 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, it looks like he's aiming the baseball now instead of just letting it go.
The 3-1 coming. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 3-2, here it is. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. Number 68 will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Number 68.
First offering on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here it comes. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
2 strikes.
The pitch.
Here we go.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with the dog days just ahead, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of August. Leonis Martin will get a second crack at it here. Remember, he tripled to start out the home first. First pitch to him. First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. And Headley will look this one in for route number 2.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Let's go, Texas.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit.
Yep, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner. He'd retired 6 in a row prior to this base hit, so he's had his way with these guys for the past few innings.
Adrian Beltre will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. First pitch coming. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
He waits, now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, then get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Prince Fielder will stand in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits as he's got a runner in scoring position at second with still 2 away. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair. They're down 9. It's 10-1. The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Mark Teixeira.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Fielder is there to make the play as Teixeira's gone on just 1 pitch.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. Now, you'll take that every time.
Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Here's the pitch. And a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Clyde Washington. It's ball 1. 1-1 now to Beltran. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Up with it is Beltre. Oh, and no chance for Fielder to get up that high. It's over his head.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from these guys. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Chase Headley will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. A ball hit hard to the left side, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Well, here's something for you kids to remember. You gotta freeze on a line drive if you're at second base. Make sure that that ball gets through before you take off and try to advance. And that's a good read there, and he's able to get back and avoid being doubled off.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. He's ready. Now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here's the 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 1-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Another 1-2 delivery. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. One left for the Yankees. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. Number 7 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Fielder, number 7.
Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
And now a pitch on the way. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Now the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And he knows the speed heading down the line, so he won't even risk the throw, and that should go down as an infield single. And a good at-bat there, as that, in fact, stretches his hitting streak out to 9 games now. Mitch Moreland will try it again. He flew out his first time. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Teixeira is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
We'll take a look at this on Show Track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffing these guys inside, and he gets another pop-up out of it.
Here's Jurickson Profar. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. From the stretch. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Carlos Corcoran will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
Let's go, Rangers.
Pause. Now the pitch.
Here we go.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Comes set. Now the pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Texas. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Chris Young will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Chris Young.
Now here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Into the box now, Gregorio Petit. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Now the pitch. And this is on the ground but foul. Wide of Beltre over at third. Now here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The 0-2 once more. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and beat you up.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, they had to call on him a bit earlier than they would have liked, but all things considered, he's done a pretty nice job in long relief so far, just allowing the 1 earned run.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and as you see, needs only a big fly to complete this cycle. First pitch coming. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
2 out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
His perfect night continues. He's been on base all 4 times, and he's on again here with a solid single.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. He's ready now, the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
So 1-1 home. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And even when the whole stadium knows this guy is going, he's still so tough to throw out. And you can see they try their best. It's a pretty good throw, but still too late to get their guy.
Here's the 1-2. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And the runner will score from second.
Oh, and a great swing right there. That's his 3rd RBI of the night, and he continues to swing the bat well.
Jacoby Ellsbury will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
2 out with the man at first. 1 strike home now to Ellsbury. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was expected of him.
Ready now on 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short, and that's through, a base hit.
Well, this guy's been absolutely wearing it lately. He's averaged down into the 220s, so if there was ever a guy that needed to put together a 4-hit ball game, this is the guy. Got that first one out of the way.
Mark Teixeira. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
comes set. Now the pitch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw to fielder at first will take care of him, and that'll be that. Yankees forced to settle for one. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Yankees lead it 11-1. Number 68 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And here's the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you always want to be aggressive at the plate, but my goodness, look at that ball-to-strike ratio so far. These guys are swinging at everything. I mean, everything.
Leonis Martin will stand in, 1 for 2. He tripled and scored back in the first. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
Now here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Shin-Soo Choo will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the 1-out stolen base. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. As a look, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a bouncing ball hit to Gregorius at short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The third baseman, number 29,
Adrian Beltre will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. First pitch to him. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's set, now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 to Beltre. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Another 0-2 home. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Prince Fielder will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that 2-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch here is swung on and chopped toward the right side of the infield. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Yankees lead this one 11-2. Carlos Beltran will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Carlos Beltran.
Colby Lewis will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Carlos Beltran will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Carlos Beltran.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
I need to see that again, because it looked like he flat missed that call behind the plate.
Now the 1-0 home to Beltran. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. One on the way. This one's in there. Maybe should have been strike 3, but instead it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
The 1-2. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Oh, and he misses it. Around second is Beltran. He's headed for third.
Well, I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with an E. It's well deserved.
Here's Chase Headley, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runner at third here, nobody out. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. From the belt, kicks and deals. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
The right-hander deals on 1-2, and he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The runner in scoring position with none out. He'll try again, 1-2. And he's rung up by Earl Hendricks. Strike 3 called on the corner, and there's one away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He waits, now the pitch. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And this is taken in by Beltre for the second out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Chris Young will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch coming. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. Comes set. Now the pitch. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Gregorio Petit will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First offering on the way. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Pause, now the pitch. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Number 7 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Yankees are out in front, 12-2. Number 7 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Number 7.
First pitch on the way. And he jolts this half inning to attention as the first pitch is hit into right field for a leadoff single.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Mitch Moreland will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in. Here's the first offering. Fouled back. From the stretch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
2 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Rangers to this point. He's set, now the pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Now another 0-2. Softly hit out towards short, maybe a shot at 2. And that's through for a base hit.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Jurickson Profar will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Here's the first offering. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. Gardner arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into 3rd on the fly ball to left. Throw is high and it's over his head. Throw back to 2nd, and that's a double play.
Boy, that is a hard one to fathom right there. I get that you want to give yourself a good head start at second base, but this ball looked like it was going to be caught all the way, so that winds up a pretty costly double play.
Standing in now, Carlos Corporan. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here comes another 0-2. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And the runner will score from second. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Number 68 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Nice easy stroke. Let's go.
Now here's the first pitch. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Rangers will have to be content with just the one. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 12-3. Welcome back to Arlington. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Brett Gardner will step in looking to remain perfect. He's already 4 for 4.
Brett Gardner.
And the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now, looking ahead, you wonder maybe he'll get one more shot at the cycle. Might need a little help, but it's not over for him yet.
Didi Gregorius will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Now here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Here it comes. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
1 strike.
The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to fielder for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder.
Jacoby Ellsbury will step in. A base hit in his last time.
You're overrated.
First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Pitch on the way. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And Chu will put this one away without incident, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Leonis Martin will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Center fielder,
And here's the first pitch. Hard hit towards center. Ellsbury is there, and he has it for the first out.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game, your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
So one away now. That'll bring in Shin-Soo Choo. Now the first pitch. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
These guys are just making it much too easy for him out there now. I mean, they're down by a bunch, yet the first 2 guys both make first pitch outs.
Adrian Beltre will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. First pitch coming. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Now the pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Rangers down quickly on just 4 pitches. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Mark Teixeira will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Yankees, first baseman number 25, Mark Teixeira.
Now the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1-0 pitch now. Now a swing and a ground ball, and the big fella just takes it to the bag himself for the first out. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Carlos Beltran will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. So 1-1. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. Home run number 9 on the year as this lead got even wider.
When you're pitching this deep into a ball game and give up a home run like that, you got to be kicking yourself. There's no way that you can give up those kind of home runs. You got to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Here's Chase Headley.
Third baseman, Chase
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Under it is Martin, and that's out number 2.
now batting, catcher, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann will stand in. He popped out in his last time. First pitch coming. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Under it now is Chu, and he will put it away to end the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead this one 13-3. Prince Fielder will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. First pitch on its way to Prince. Now a ball lined towards center field. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
And you keep thinking maybe this will be his last inning, but if he keeps on rolling through the lineup like he is, why take him out?
Number 7 will dig in, looking for hit number 3 in the ballgame. First offering on the way. And now the second pitch of the inning is in the air to right. Young is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Mitch Moreland will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Come on.
First pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. And the pitch. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now, heading for third.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Here's Jurickson Profar. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He waits, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Chris Young will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth. Nick Tepich will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Chris Young will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's the pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And now a pitch on the way. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Into the box, Gregorio Petit. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner will stand in now, working on a 4-hit ball game. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Pitch on the way. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another 0-2 coming. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. Another 0-2 home. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Now here's the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Andrew Miller will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Carlos Corcoran will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Young is there to make the catch, and it's a dreadful start to the bottom of the 9th. 1 pitch, 1 out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Number 68 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch to him. Now he goes down and hits a little pop-up here to the right side of the infield. Teixeira is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Well, I'm going to guess he wasn't expecting it to be this easy. That's 2 outs on 2 pitches. He's an out away from wrapping this one up.
Leonis Martin will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Now here's the first pitch. Driven nicely into the gap, and it's going to get down and should be extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, getting 1 triple in a game is rare enough, but getting 2 is something you might see once a year. But just like the last one, he hits second base here under a full head of steam and makes it into third with his 2nd triple of the ball game.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike 1.
And that's something that you won't see him doing a ton of. And that's go chasing after a first pitch that's not a strike. He usually has much better plate discipline.
Comes set, now the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Throw goes over to third. The tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game.
Well, I think this one was pretty much over before it started. That huge first inning rally put this one out of reach right from the get-go.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Carlos Beltran. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 13-3. Good night from Arlington.
The winning pitcher is Nate Eovaldi. His record is now 10-3.
All right, well, yeah, not a great game at all. It was actually probably one of the worst games I've ever played on this game here. But as you see, we lost Josh Hamilton early in the game. He has some knee inflammation, and he'll be out for a day or 2. So we're going to keep him active. Probably just use him as a pinch hitter here and there. That's probably what they'll use him for. But man, that was a tough game to play, considering it was pretty much over after the first inning. It was 9-0 after, or 9-1 after 1 inning. Matt Harrison did not even make it out of the first inning. He was able to get 1 out, and that was it. So that's a game that the Rangers are going to have to put behind them and look ahead They're still sitting pretty though in the AL West, even after that blowout. But they do need a win against the Yankees, so hopefully they can do that. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this episode of the Tuesday Showdown. Sorry it was so cruddy. But be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life Around Sports Gaming, and then also subscribe to us on YouTube as well at Life Around Sports Gaming Network, and then also follow us on Twitter at LRSGN. Keep up with everything going on with us here. Lets you know when videos get uploaded, what new things we're going to be doing here, and then yeah, so that's going to go ahead and do it. Oh, and then one other thing real quick, be sure to check out the Sunday night baseball game coming up this week. It's going to be the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim facing off against the Los Angeles Dodgers, the I-5 series, so be sure to check that out too. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys be sure to keep it real.